to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation unto the elect, and peace and salutation unto all the Akim, doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. Shalom, 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 Akim. Okay. Now I want to get into this lesson here, where, these people of the world think that we're bums, okay? No pun intended, IUIC. But anyways, these people of the world think that we're bums. We're just like, we don't do anything. We just sit there and read the Bible all day, or, in our mama's basement, our parents' basement, and it's all smelly and shit. Like, the picture that these people try to paint against us is so fucking funny. It's not even a joke, actually. It's not even funny, okay? Because it's just bullshit, all right? Like I've mentioned before, I said brothers, there's brothers in this truth that got nice jobs, okay? That got a good fucking reliable car, that may cost a pretty penny. All those things to us is nothing. Those are all physical. You're not taking those when you take your trip, okay? So, we realize, like, we have to work. We have to work. We have to get a job and physically work and support yourself. The scriptures clearly tell you about this, right? But I want to play this clip here with Dame Dash and Mike Tyson. Just read it. I don't want to, get no copyright. Actually, wait. I slowed it down, so.
Is a woman. Any man that lets another man taking care of them is a woman. I don't want to hear that shit. Period. Another man ain't never taking care of me. Fact.
I just realized what it said. 50 Cent been taking care of Tony Yayo. You don't know that, okay? I mean, they said this and that, blah, 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 but you don't know that. I'm pretty sure the man's out there doing his own interviews and 50 Cent don't have to hold his hand. But I understand what they're trying to say, what they're trying to put across. But when you're the head of a team, like how he was the head of G-Unit team and this, that, you have employees. And some of your employees, are close relatives and family. But at the same time, you don't get all emotional about that because it's a business. And you have to run it like a business. If you don't run it like a business, it's going to be, a whole bunch of problems. A whole bunch of families ain't going to be fed, right? So you have to run it like, it is a business, because it is a business. So when you're giving this guy a loan, when you're giving this, Tony Yayo, he has to pay them things back. I'm pretty sure 50 Cent, the attitude that he has, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be like, yeah, here, Tony Yayo, I put you, up in a place, I pay your whole rent for 6 years. He's not no fucking bitch, okay? I'm pretty sure when they're in the streets running around, back in the days, doing their little shits, I'm pretty sure Yale helped him out and he helped Yale, okay? Listen, when 50 would go get his 9-packs and half a packs and brickies or whatever they want to call it, right? You know how those guys talk in the street, because that's what they're involved in, right? Or were involved in. I'm pretty sure there's times where Yale had to cough up a little extra and say, all right, go re-up. Or vice versa. Or 50 Cent being the man, here's the pack, go hand it out, da-da-da-da-da. And he's getting back his money, no problems from Yale, right? These people are fucking stupid, man. Like, Anyways, let's continue, man. Because these fucking... But they were street dudes, right? That's what they were involved in, right? So, these people nowadays, man, unless you're 50 Cent to actually come out and say that, or unless you're, Tony Yayo to come out and say that, then you should be not even, speaking on that, or posting anything like, yeah.
Take care of him like he's his wife. Just not a man.
Exactly. There you go.
I said, I've been around guys like that want you to take care of them.
Word.
Yeah, so you heard it there. So these people in this world really think that we're, sitting back and, you know, we're underneath our mom's roof or some kind of weird shit, you know. But no, all the brothers got jobs, man. Okay, all the brothers got jobs, man. Let's go into something real quick. Mark chapter. You're not orderly in life, you're gonna find problems, man. Mark chapter 12 and verse 29. And Yahushua answered him. And Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our power is one power. This goes back into Shema prayer. I think that's in Deuteronomy, right? And thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. Okay? So a part of loving the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy might, with all thy strength, the Lord told you to go work. Okay? He even told Adam, what the sweat of your brow, you're going to have to till the ground. I think that's Genesis 3:19. Okay? So we have to work. You have to work, even in this truth, right? You don't just sit back, put your feet up. You know, that's certain times for things. Like a babe, they're just coming into the truth. They're starting to learn. It's not required much of them, but they're starting to learn, right? But you, being fully in this truth for like 6, 7, 15, 10, you're heavier and required. You got to work, okay? You got to feed the flock, all right? You got to work. You got to put in work. So the Lord, He don't expect us to be sitting back in this world, kicking up our feet, right? He expects us to go through these things, you know? These are part of curses and punishments. Ain't nobody getting nothing free in society, all right? You got to work for it, man. The Lord said if you have a stubborn and rebellious son, watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 21 and verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, he ain't working, nigga. Get up, get the fuck out of the house, sit around playing video games all goddamn time. Go get a fucking job, nigga. You know? You know how it is with these over there in Chicago and all types of shit. I'm just picturing that right now, you know? Little nigga got a bag of blow, as they say. Ecstasy, Molly, all types of shit. A gun on his hip, PlayStation, and he got the headphone half cracked, Cheerios on the fucking one of his friends still sleeping in the corner. House stink, you know? Anyways, when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall he, and this is why people don't want the scriptures around. This is why 2/3 don't want to follow this word of Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is why they despise it. This is why the world hates it. Because judgment, clean, pure judgment can be found within the scriptures, within the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? Because they're part of the commandments. Alright? So we're not commanded to sit in our house being lazy fucking bums, as they would say. We're commanded to actually get up and be orderly. Provide for your family. All right, we'll get into that real quick. Then his father and his mother shall lay hold on him and bring him out into the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. Rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, which is punishable by death. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard, and all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shall thou put away evil from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Right. So, right there, the scriptures is telling you not to be lazy. not to be as one who is as a bum, as they would say, sitting in their parents' house, not doing nothing all day, right? Just fucking around, you know? Well, I made one video. I made 2 videos. No, a man is supposed to be out there providing for his family, all right? And let's just say he don't have a family. He may have a woman. You still got to provide for you and your woman. And let's just say he's by himself. You still got to provide for yourself, all right? Don't let society beat you down. You still got to provide for yourself. And this is what the men of the Lord, this is what we've been doing, okay? You guys got jobs? Of course you got fucking jobs. What do you think, we're floating? Oh, you think we rich like Nate, okay, where we can hand out severance packages, right? Anyways, so going back into this, 1 Timothy 5:8, infidel, okay? 1 Timothy 5:8, but if any man provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he have denied the faith. And are we supposed to be walking by faith? Right? We'll go into a couple scriptures real quick. And is worse than an infidel, than a non-believer. Okay? You're worse than a non-believer, a person who don't believe, man. Okay? Because if you're taking these words into account, when a young man, first of all, let me say it like this. When a child is growing up, in Deuteronomy, it tells you to teach these unto your sons and your sons' sons. When he becomes, by the age of 12, he's mastered and schooled within the law. And after that, he's supposed to get a fucking job, yo. He ain't supposed to be dallying and playing around. Maybe his uncle, he could work for 7 years, or another Israelite, he could work for 7 years, okay? So things were ran with order with us. Things were ran differently. So a young man, a boy, right, would be in the sense or the mentality to take on this role that he has to take on, because sooner or later he's going to be in a leadership position. He's going to have a wife. He's going to have kids. So he's got to be built up from early. There's no time to keep running around and playing in the playground and playing Nintendo and this and that. So anyways, so if any man provide not for his own, we read these scriptures. We trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. We walk, as it says, 2 Corinthians 5:7, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Okay? What does it say also? Hebrews chapter 11:24, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Okay? And we keep this by faith. We walk by faith, okay? Not by sight. So we're going to establish the faith. We're going to keep doing it. And guess what? As the Lord said, to walk by faith, not by sight. Hey, we go get our jobs. We continue in that. And we keep the faith and praising Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? That we're doing the right things, conveying the right message, conveying the right, giving the right breakdowns, right? So if we have faith, we're going to do what the Lord said to do. We believe on him. And the Lord said to go ye and provide for your family. If any man don't provide for his family, he's worse than a fucking infidel. Okay? He have not the faith, and he is worse than an infidel, man. Roughly phrasing, Slakia. Okay? Yep, let's go to the NLT on this. Oh yeah, wait, hold up. The sweat of thy face shall thou eat bread, by the sweat of your brow will you have food to eat, until you return to the ground from which you were made. For you were made from the dust, and to dust you shall return. Slakia. And to dust you will return. Let's get into something real quick. Ecclesiastes. Alright, them. Yeah, them fuck up. Can't see. Slack, yeah. Okay, let's get into this real quick. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. You see that? For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. Okay? Let me read the whole scripture in the NLT and go back. Wisdom and money can get you almost anything, but only wisdom can save your life, which is true. Okay? For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth light to them that have it. Okay? Now going into this, money is also for a defense. You have to work. Okay? You have to work. You have to work. You have to provide for your family. We don't let no next man provide for us. There's nobody coming into our house lifting up bed sheets and, yeah, all right, here. All right, cool. Here's some money, you know? Ain't none of that shit going on. Ain't none of that skunk going on. Brothers are working their ass off, trying to catch deadlines, trying to catch whatever it may be, you know? The landlord problems, this, that, all right, blah. You know, some brothers may have maybe stuck in a position, like me, they may be stuck in a position where they got a higher rent, right? And that shit got to be paid at the end of the month, or there's going to be problems. All of us got that, right? But higher rent, might be a higher rent, and you stuck in a position, and you can't find nowhere else that's decent for you and your, offspring, right? Because you don't want to move into the fucking hood with a bunch of those black bitches around. Like, yeah, go on and move in the hood. More pussy, more problems. There you go, right? A bunch of these niggas trying to bother your kids, your daughters, your wife and shit, you know? Yeah, we gotta deal with it, but if you don't have to particularly go there, you think I'd fucking wake up and say, yeah, let me go to all the hoods. Like Chalk Farm. The other day I had to go to Chalk Farm because I had work there, right? If I have work there, one time, I think Falstaff. No. Fucking Jane Finch. Sherham, Driftwood, around them areas there. Yeah, dangerous spots. Niggas over there don't play. They just shoot and kill. Okay? Little 14-year-olds and shit. Shooting, killing people. Alright? Man, I don't wake up and say, let me just go there. If I got reason to go there, I'm going there. Bottom line. I got work. I got to go there. Bottom line. But I don't wake up and say to myself, let me just go in the hood. No, who's in the hood? They in the hood for whatever reason they are. So if you want to provide for your family and keep them away from that shit, and you got to pay high rent, that's what it is. That's what you stuck in, nigga. Don't be emotional. Don't be no bitch boy. You know what it is, right? Slut, yeah. What's wrong with my, Slut, yeah. Fucking shit, man. Yeah, so you know what it is, right? So, going back into this, money is for defense. You got to pay in Esau Edom society. You got to pay your rent. You got to pay what is due. Okay? So none of the brothers sit back and be like, I ain't got nothing to do today. No, you got a job. You got to work. Okay? You got to provide for your family. Right? So all these guys out here who call us bums and all this stuff and try to say, no, we follow by the scriptures. We walk by faith. And the part of keeping that faith is believing in what the Lord commanded us to do. Okay? And this is through his commandments to do this. If you don't work, you don't eat. Okay? Plain and simple, man. And that's not hard. That's not a hard thing to understand. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 1. My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth. Thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. Go humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber. Slakia, nor slumber. Slakia, where is it? Nor slumber to thy eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ants, thou sluggard. Consider her ways, and be wise, which have no guide, overseer, or ruler. Provided her meat in the summer, and gathered her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. Okay? So consider the ways of the ant. You see how the ant does work? Okay? You take a pledge from a man and you don't got a job. You better do all your best you can to get back that man whatever he gave to you. Okay? Consider how the ants them work, man. You see how the ant them work? The ant them work to provide, because they know, yeah, it may be nice and warm and balmy, but we don't have no time for that skunt. Now that it's nice and warm and balmy outside, guess what? Gather up the food, and in the wintertime, the cold season, we shall have meat. We gonna be good. You know what I mean? The baby's gonna be good. We're gonna provide for the next generation coming, which guarantees our offspring. It's called thinking ahead. It's being prudent, right? So as we're in this walk, you don't think we're going to be prudent? You don't think we're going to watch the ways of the ants and the animals who gathereth up in the summer, like the squirrels and them gather their nuts, put it away. Wintertime, they go back to it and pull it out, right? That's the mindset in that we're thinking with it too as well. To not be a sluggard in this truth, right? In this walk of ours, in this truth, and actually within the world, okay? Because we have to provide. We have to provide for our families. We have to provide for ourselves, okay? So a lot of these guys out here, man, they don't understand, They look at us and they think a whole bunch of, well, you could think whatever you want, man. We don't care. We don't give a rat's ass, man. You got some individuals that do wicked shit just to get a brother fired from their job, okay? I heard a lot of stories about that over the years. These guys in IUIC and these other camps, they realize like, oh, that guy's in there, and then they go and secretly make a page and send an email over here and an email over there and get somebody to make a phone call. Next thing you know, the brother's fired, right? So this is wickedness on their behalf, okay? This is wickedness on their behalf, okay? Because when you see somebody's trying to work and trying to provide for their family, and you just doing some wicked shit like that, that's wickedness, man. Here it is, the man's trying to provide for his family and try to feed the flock, and then you trying to be a fucking asshole, being a fucking nigga. Anyways, Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just way is his delight. See, we don't always, gotta work, gotta run after the money, foaming at the mouth. Right? No. We do things in balance. I gotta work at night. Okay? But I don't say, let me keep going. The boss comes up, hey, you want to pull some overtime, Kaz? What up, guys? I got enough hours for overtime, You want some overtime hours or what? You know what, man? I'll take some of them overtime hours, man. Meanwhile, I know I'm supposed to be at camp. Meanwhile, I know I could be making a video, Meanwhile, I know I could be linking up with the brothers. And this is another thing that's gotten to me, my work schedule and going and checking in with the brothers. But now, hey, no. But like I said, there's a balance to things. We're not always running after the money, right? There's a schedule, an order. When it's time for us to work, we go and work, and we come back and we do what we have to do, right? Simple and plain. The Lord said to us, feed the flock, feed the flock, feed the flock. So nothing can supersede the way of the Lord, right? What he has commanded us to do, which is go out there on them highways, byways, put up these edifying videos, feed the flock, look for the elect, right? So a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. So you got brothers that work. When they get off their work, that's it. The work is done. Now I gotta go, let me see, got barbecued, found this, that, okay, I gotta cook it, all right, okay, that's done. Get that out of the way here. All right, cool. I gotta go make a video for you. How about Shem Yahushai? Bam, boop, bap, bap. Okay, yo, a little bit later, me and a couple of the other brothers are linking up. They want to go to a bar, have a little brewski, talk over certain things. Okay, cool. We'll make time for that too. So we do things in order, man. Okay, we do things with balance. Those brothers ain't always at the bar discussing things, always having a drink, right? And you're not always coming home after work making food for your kids, right? Or whatever the situation. Because you'll burn yourself out on either end. Always working or always in the truth. Oh, I gotta do a video, I gotta do video. A lot of guys try to be over righteous like that and they burnt out. This is a race that you gotta run swiftly. Swiftly. Okay? Don't be like fire. Don't be like wood. A whole bunch of wood. Oh, I'm on fire. But eventually you're gonna burn out. Try to count yourself as gold or silver. Okay? So yeah. These individuals out here think we bums. And like the man say, man, any man that lets another man take care of him is a woman, okay? And the Lord said, gird ye up like a man. I require you to be as a man, okay? And our nation, I have to say this, our nation, these men, they walk around like men. They walk around like fucking women, okay? They walk around like fucking women concerned about the wrong fucking things in life, all right? Bottom line, period. And with that, hey, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation unto all the Hakim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified. Lord willing, to the next time. Wah, abad baba. Shalom.